What's up, everybody? Giancarlo here with Paradiso's Playground. I'm been thinking about changing the name to Paradiso's Production. Actually, that might sound a little bit better. I'm watching videos from the Hoffman Z Labs YouTube channel. Shout out to Charles Hoffman. I asked if I could use some of these videos for video coaching. He said yes. I'm also going to be sending these to him. Um, so if you're not subscribed, go ahead subscribe to this dude. He uploads a bunch of locals videos. So pretty cool channel. Also subscribe to me if you're not. uh, this is like a pretty new channel, and it's pretty annoying to me that I don't have that many subs. So I definitely need to work on that. But anyway, I chose these two videos on purpose. We have 21 versus King Cold, and then we have Blue Gohan versus 21. I mean Blue Gohan versus King Cold next. Basically. I chose these two videos. I already watched them. I don't remember like everything that happened, but like there's a lot of like what I would say are bad attacks. There's definitely a lot of bad attacks that happen just all around, and it's kind of the thing that's like if both of these games are like they end up being super close, but the reality is if either player had played a little bit more optimally, then they would have just been in a much better spot. So here it's like okay, turn one, charge one, play a one drop. That's fine. Um, and then pick multicolor. Okay, nothing wrong with that so far. Um, it sucks he had to charge his 18 one drop. I think that's one of the better cards in this deck due to the energy manipulation aspect of the deck. But like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like the other cards in his hand were like a Unison and a D Magic. You know, you could charge D Magic. You don't need really in this type of matchup. You don't need that many negates. Like King Cold ultimately is not like an extremely aggressive deck. It just generally has like it's one swing turn where it's going to kill. So, okay, play anticipated onslaught, take a life, draw a card. Onslaught triggers, draw a card, play a freezes army. Probably, yep, babe. Okay, perfect. There you go. Like that's like one of the best starts you can have in King Cold, and he gets a unison. All right, perfect. There you go. Perfect King Cold start. Nothing wrong with that. And I would swing these tokens into. I think he does swing tokens. I'm not. I don't quite remember. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I'm swinging all these tokens into 21. 21 being a ramp deck, like realistically, I combo the 18 there. I don't think you combo the 18 there. I think you just take the damage. Oh, there we go. So this is what I mean by like it's unfortunate that he didn't have this 5 drop here, and also um, it comes in without energy exhaust. Basically, the play is you you charge this, you summon an 18. At the end of the turn, you return the 17 and then charge a different multicolor card. That way, next turn, you can replay something with energy exhaust. So it's unfortunate he had to charge his second 18 because that card is just super good. So yeah, we're going to eat a token, draw a card. On the next start of the opponent's next turn, you untap an energy, and then we eat the other token for the unison. Okay, the unison's like +1, give your leader plus 5k, and clone tokens cannot attack. And then it's like a -4 gain double strike. Yep. Okay, so again, this is not a bad start. Not a bad start for this 21 player and swing lead. Yep. See that's the thing though is like I don't think you swing lead there because you give your opponent the opportunity to awaken, which just lets him pressure you more. Your swing isn't related to your draw. I probably wouldn't have attacked leader there because here he gets to awaken, untap, and like the more energy he has, the more shenanigans he can do. So like that's just something I probably wouldn't have attacked there. I don't remember. I don't know how far the King Cold player pushes this turn, but like it's definitely a thing where it's like you see, yeah, he's definitely awakening. It's like I don't know, grabbing a gate. That's fine. I didn't see what the cards were, so. Oh yeah, did he not? Okay, actually, I just noticed this. He doesn't look at any of these cards before. Is that what happens? Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't look at any of these cards before he picks a card. So like, that's not. That's pretty minor, but it's like you want full knowledge before making a decision like that. So yeah, so he awakens. Like the question is, does he how far does he actually push? Give your leader double strike. That's pretty good. Okay. So swing, and this is probably going to be the D Magic. Yep. Okay. Makes sense. What I think you do, okay, you swing Unison, pop off Anticipated Onslaught. Mm, All right, so okay, first, so he's popping off the spaceship, which would trigger anticipated onslaught to kill this 16. So that's a mistrigger. But the interesting thing, yeah, I don't quite know. Again, it's hard to know. Yeah, he should have tapped one for Berry Blue, got back spaceship. But like realistically, like that's fine. It's not bad that he didn't do that. If you pop off onslaught, you get to replay onslaught with Berry Blue, which means you get to draw another card and then play a Freeze's army, which then continues to pressure. So like if he has like revived and reviled in hand, that would have been the perfect time to play it. He's got like a 15 card hand. I'm gonna assume that he has a 15k he could play there to continue to pressure leader. Um, and he didn't trigger his onslaught anyway. So like, like wanting to keep onslaught up to kill this 2-drop is fine, but like he didn't do it. So you got to remember those triggers because like so if we look at anticipated onslaught, once per turn when a green extra blah blah when a field spells pop, you pop a 2 or less. So you got to remember that. I've noticed this dude misses those triggers a lot. Like not gonna between both videos, he misses his onslaught trigger multiple times. And this is like I think this 13 is a 15k or he's a 14k. So like this thing's not attacking anything super well. Play cold, that's fine. Yeah, I mean you could have just like those were fine. That's fine. Charging another new ruler. Yeah, generally you're gonna charge your field spells. That's fine. Okay, Berry Blue, get back spaceship, give your leader double strike again. He's going after the unison pretty heavily. I think he like digs every attack into unison. I think I'm just swinging face here. Like, like honestly, like the unison doesn't do any. Like the unison does not do anything. Those once 21 awakens, the clone tokens are completely irrelevant because they're 10Ks. So they're super irrelevant once this card awakens, right? So I think you just swing, you push every attack into the leader, and then like you don't have to pressure the unison down at all. Okay, that card's good. Draw one with leader. Yep, 20k. See, I still think you should be popping off onslaught. Like, yeah, see, he's like swinging unison and shit. Nah, you should just be swinging lead. Like, because you're playing against a ramp deck, and like you're giving the ramp deck time. Like 21, it plays like big cards. Like it plays like a fucking 8-drop or some shit. You know what I mean? Or it plays like this 7-drop. This 17 is like a 7-mana win con. So like by attacking its unison, you're just giving it time. Also, why is this dude playing this fucking card now when he could have negated the first attack with it and then blocked the second attack? Now like he's just not going to get full value out of this blocker token. So Paragus. Okay. This card is good. This is like one of the better cards in his deck. I think it bottom decks of 4 or less. You just Godseal of Frieza? Dog. See, he's got 2 cards in hand now. The Frieza doesn't, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like any of the places. Okay, actually, now I think about it, this dude only has 1 marker, so he couldn't Godseal. So that's just something you have to realize. Like, you can't Godseal with 1 marker, so I don't know if I like that Godseal on Frieza. Also, he couldn't have done it anyway, so whatever. But anyway, the 18, I'm pretty sure still triggers. Yeah, she still triggers whether it gets Frieza or not, so. Okay. So this is just sloppy play. Both players playing a little sloppy. Like, you got to remember your trigger. It's up to both players. We call it accepted game state, right? The accepted game state was that both players allowed it to happen, and now you've moved past it. It is what it is. I know this is just a locals. It's not like a super high stakes tournament or anything. So like honestly, it's fine. But like, you gotta clean up your gameplay a little bit. Mm. Yeah, he's down to 3 cards in hand to like this king cold's like 15, and it's just like it's not gonna work out. Popping onslaught. That's fine. He wants to play it again next turn, so he can probably play revived and reviled. Now he's talking about how he couldn't have got sealed. It's just like it's not. It's actually not too late to take it back here. Is it like the only thing that changes is this thing dies and it hasn't even attacked yet. Like it's not too late. I'm pretty sure this 13's like a 14k. Yeah, you don't need a combo. It's fine. You swing basically to bait out the negate, and then you don't combo. You only got 3 cards in hand. And yeah, this girl's a blocker, so that's why he's not attacking with it, right? Yeah, blocker. That's fine. See, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 energy. He's getting closer and closer to his win con, and like it's just you spend so much time attacking the unison when he would be at like 3 life right now if you were just dumping attacks into his life. Swing lead. I would have just blocked here. You can freeze to that. Now you can freeze to the blocker. He should have just blocked. Yeah, see now, I mean, I would probably freeze to the blocker there. He's got 2 cards in hand. Just dump that freeze into that blocker right there. Hey, he wouldn't be able to block the unison. It's just a 15k. Like, I know it doesn't matter that much, but... Play onslaught, draw a card, play revival. I think you draw twice, don't you? One for onslaught, one for... So you... Okay, that's fine. Did you miss a draw trigger there? No. Berry Blue plays Spaceship. Okay, so Berry Blue played Spaceship, so you did not miss a draw trigger. Got you. Draw trigger, play Revived and Reviled. Screw. You could have, honestly, again, you could have done this last turn, and you would have been in a much better position. Your opponent's at 3 life, and you're just pressuring, better. Now he's still at 6 life, so, like, it's going to be relatively difficult for you to push 6 damage when, it's going to be a lot easier to push 3 damage, if that makes sense. The tokens, like, wanting the tokens to attack, honestly just does not matter. Like, these, like, they're 10Ks to a 15K leader, and it's like, yeah, they could aggress, but ultimately it's a huge neg for them to aggress. Yep, all these attacks just could have gone to lead. He would have been in a much worse spot. Especially the fact that these are all 20Ks. Like he'd have just been in a much worse spot. Yeah, missed. That sucks. Fucking Berry Blue misses. Yep, sucks. Yeah, I don't. He needs to charge. He has a bad omen in hand, and he needs to charge it. Like I don't know why this dude. He's had a bad omen in hand. He needs to fucking charge it because that's how you win the game is by 17ing out bad omens. Like makes no sense to me why he doesn't do that. He ends up comboing with it, and it's just kind of like, well, should have charged it. Bune, good card. Okay, obviously with green not playing a lot of Dormant anymore. Bune is just really good. You try to freeze it here, which you could have freezed the blocker 2 turns ago. Your attacks would have been more efficient that way. And here you can't even kill any of the tokens. So I know you guys you say this in the video that you're like, oh okay, but it's just one of those things. Yep. here's something I don't like. Right? Okay, so you're like, okay, maybe I play the super combo, but instead you use your leader ability. Okay, so you use your leader ability, draw one, and then you discard the super combo. That makes no sense to me, right? You could have super combo, drawn 2 random cards. Your leader's 25 both ways, either way. Um, and then you would have gotten 2 random cards from your hand. Basically a better card to discard when you do use your leader ability. So it makes no sense here to discard your super combo. That play doesn't make any sense to me. It's like it's like really sloppy defensive play, basically. So like if you super combo, you draw 2 random cards, you warp one of the random cards, and then you have a second random card to now discard with your field spell when you trigger it. Because in the video, he said something like, "Oh, my hand's so good, I have to." But it's like, but you could have just played your super combo, and you would have just been in a better spot. It just. But what also confuses me is that like the next 2 cards he does discard are like really bad. So I don't understand the super combo play there. Yeah, see, look, you super combo, warp the field, discard the other card. It just would have been better. You can also take one of these attacks. Like being at 3 lives, not super bad. Okay, so you have a million clone tokens. Okay, draw your for turn. Okay, charge. I probably would not charge here. I don't think you need to, but you know, whatever. I guess you do charge, right? Because you have double berry blue and secret rare. That's 5 energy. Okay, that's a fair charge. Blue doesn't have like a floodgate in hand. Okay, playing this is fine. I agree. This prevents this lets you attack with your secret rare that you have in hand, right? First card that's played during the turn. I think I definitely okay. Like 2 turns ago, you summoned something and then attacked with it the same turn. You can't do that because of scheme. I forgot about that while watching this video. I should have mentioned it when it happened, but again, all around, like the theme of this whole game is like sloppy play. So like both players, especially this 21 player, you need to be aware of what your deck does if you're going to play it. So like you need to know, you need to be paying attention to scheme. Okay, you just played that, it can't attack this turn. It was something like that. So here's something I don't like, right? Your opponent's leader is 10k. He has 2 cards in hand. You have a bunch of 10k attackers. Turn them sideways. You can attack with that free. That freezes a 15k, right? You have that spell right there. The one with Bardock on it. That freezes a 15k, right? So you swing with your 10k dudes. You use Berry Blue's effect. Put your spaceship back on the field. You have 4 field spells now. And this thing, I forget this one's name. Yeah, this one. It gives that freeze a +5 when you have 4, right? So Berry Blue gets spaceship back. You have 4 now and freezes a 15k. So the reason you don't win this turn is because you don't sequence your attacks correctly. All these 10k attackers could have just swung face. That 15k freezer could have swung face. You attack with a 20k, and here's something that you say you're going to put this in warp because you can't attack with it, but you can combo with that card. You can't attack with it, but you could have comboed with it. 20 again. Now you're swinging a 25k into a 10k leader. You basically you missed out on like 4 good attacks that you could have made. So 2 what is it? 2 10ks. Drop the leader down to 4 life. Swing with your Frieza. Your Frieza's a 15k, forcing him to awaken. If you draw Senzu Bean, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Now you have your 20k attack into leader. Now you have a double 25 into leader. It's tough. So this is still only, and you use Berry Blue's effect last. When if you use it first, this dude's a 25 now. And you super again. He's at 10. He's at 10k. And now you're sending a 30k into a 10k. Does not make sense to me. Does not make sense to me. When you could have just swung these. You could have swung any of these like little dudes in. Yep, he's gonna awaken 15. Now he's gonna super combo, I think. But that's something else I don't understand is like, why do you super combo when he's unawakened and then don't super combo when he is awakened? You know what I mean? This is what I mean by bad attacks. These are all horrible attacks. If you attack better, you could have won this game. I think you do win this game, but that's because the 21 player fucks up, um, not because like you played it better. He's at 4 life now. Negate. That's fair. Like you can't assume he has 2 random cards in his hand. You can't assume that he drew a negate. So this might be the only time you can play your secret rare. So I agree that you counter this negate. Just because he has a D Magic in hand doesn't mean like it's a misplay, because like you don't know that he has it. He has like random cards that he just drew from life and from deck. So like the chance of him drawing a negate, it's not guaranteed. So this is a correct secret rare. I agree. So anyway, now you're swinging 15. You combo. Again, you could have Berry Blued your spaceship at the start of the turn. This dude would have just been a 20k naturally, maybe a 25. Because you do Berry Blue, and that's like... Or maybe you don't. And you just have this... You have no cards in hand. Oh, see, no, you don't even Berry Blue. Like, you could have... I don't know. You could have sequenced your whole turn better. Like, you warped your field spells when you could have Berry Blued first, and it just... The whole turn just is fucked up. We'll roll it back to the start once it's over, and we can, like, basically talk about how everything went wrong. Okay, yeah, he negates there. That's whatever. Swing this. Neg 3. And he out-combos it. Sucks, right? Now... Okay, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He has 8. Okay. Now, let's think about these attacks a little better. What's he going to do? 18. I don't quite know what's in his hand. I don't know why he charged there. He only needs 7 energy, not 8. He draws a unison. Okay, anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to roll back to the start of your turn. Is this the start of your turn? No, he's still attacking. Okay. All right. So, first things first. Okay, charge. That's fine. It's okay to charge here. First thing you should do is you should stop here and you should plan out your entire turn. Think about everything you're going to do this turn and count your energy, okay? Looking at your hand, I know you have a secret rare. That costs 3. You have Bardock, secret identity. That costs 0. You have like a super combo and 1 random card, right? You charge to 5, you count your energy. Okay, I have 1 energy for Berry Blue. I have 1 energy for whatever else, and I have 1 energy for 3 energy for my secret rare. So before you go into this turn, what you need to do is you need to plan out your entire turn before you make a single attack, before you make a single play. Okay. Bardock, boom, wrong. So we're gonna write this down on paper. Boom. Mistake number 1. Should have Berry Blue instead of Bardock. Okay, now Berry Blue is dead. You would have had enough energy to use Berry Blue to replay Spaceship. Now your leader's a double strike with 25k. And your what was this called again? This Bardock field spell triggers now, giving all your Frieza clans plus 5. You do Bardock. Bardock's good here, but you should have Berry Blued. That way you get your Spaceship back. You tap 1 for Frieza, for that dude. That's fine. That's not fine, though. Okay, so here we have... Okay, so if you had Berry Blued, you would have had Spaceship. So your leader would have been a double strike. Would be double strike. Frieza clans would be plus 5s. Okay. Now you have a million tokens, and he's at 6 life and 10k. Okay. Your first attack is a 20k. Okay, that's wrong. That's wrong there. So you attack with tokens until he's at 6 life. 4 life, excuse me. You have a million tokens. He's got 6 life. You put him to 4. Then attack with charismatic villain. Attack with C villain, who should be 15. He should be 15. Okay. Now you warp Bardock for no reason. When you can combo with him off the board. And actually, now that I think about it, your last attack, he out combos. You would have won the game, maybe, if you had that Bardock to combo with. I'm not sure. Okay, you swing with the 20k into a 10k. Why you do that? That makes no sense. So why don't you? This dude's 20. This dude's 15. Why don't you swing here? What is he gonna do? Super combo? Who cares? And then you super combo. Wow, he has 2 cards in hand. Okay, he has 2 cards. All right. So anyway, right? He should be at 4 life. You swing with your 15k Frieza. He awakens. He combos a 5k. That's fine, right? Then you swing with your 20k. He's at your 20k to 15. You combo Berry Blue. Your King Cold, right? That'd be a 20k. So you swing there, combo Berry Blue. He's at 25. Boom. He goes down to 3 life. Then you swing with your Reviled. He's at 25k. Then you swing with your Reviled again. You don't even really need to super combo, right? Once he's at 3 life, you swing your Unison in, neg 3, negate with your secret rare. It's just, it's a lot. This is like 20 mistakes in one turn. I didn't know you could make, it's a lot of mistakes to make in one turn. It's like 20, okay? Now he's at 4 life. So, like, this King Cold is infinitely less valuable now because he's a 15k. You could have swung your 15k in first. He's a 10k. You know what I'm saying? You swing again. And now you don't combo. Like, right, you super combo when he's at 5. Or when he's at 5 and he can't awaken. Now you don't super combo. It's a lot. Should have just saved that super combo for one attack. And now he super combos. Okay, that's fine. Who cares? As long as you get to keep your secret rare in hand, it doesn't matter. Yeah, you're 15k into his 15k. When you could have swung... Okay. He negates. You secret rare. That's a good secret rare there. I agree. So now you're at 20k. Yep, he takes it. Okay, so he's at 3 life here. What I would have done here is you just swing your Unison in, and he negates. Swing leader here is weird. Honestly, it's weird. I don't know. He's at 3 life. Just swing with your triple strike. He negates it. That's fine. Combo Berry Blue. You don't even use your leader ability to gain plus 10. So you could have used your leader ability. You would have been at 30k. He takes it. Okay. All right. Now he's at 2. Swing. Now he negates. And now you swing. He out combos. You're at 30k. Okay. So he combos 2. Goes to 35. I think he has a Trunks in his hand. No, he has a Unison and something else. So you could have comboed that Bardock. You'd have been at 35. That's tough. It doesn't make any sense. Instead of comboing that Berry Blue with the leader, you could have used his ability, popped one of these. You would have been at 25. And then you would have had Berry Blue and Bardock Secret Identity to combo into this, making it a 40k, which would have been game. That's like 20 mistakes. That's so many mistakes. Jesus. That's a lot. So, whatever. That's a lot of mistakes, dog. And then he throws the game here anyway. So, basically, the game should have been over. That turn, you had like 8 pathways to victory. but you didn't. And now what he could have done was just tap 7 to play these androids, play up to 3. He's not charging. This is another thing, right? He spends the whole game not charging any androids. So now that the turn where this 17 would win him the game, he like doesn't have enough androids for 17 to win him the game. Except he could, instead of playing the 17, he like taps 5 for this stupid unison, which like doesn't do anything. He could have played the unison for free, given his leader plus 5k, tap 7 for 17, summoned both 17s and this 18, which would have looked at the top 5, maybe given him something he could have played. He has a super combo. It just doesn't make sense. Here, he basically just throws the game. Okay, yeah, you use your field spell there. Tap 5. Nope. You're at 4 life. What is this going to do? You could have played it for free, made your leader a 20k. And okay, who cares? And you win. It's fine. Game over. He scoops. Okay, what he could have done. Let's look at his energy. He has a super combo in hand. Okay. He would have had 2 25k attackers and a 1-drop 18. I still don't think he would have won there because he needed to charge this bad omen, but he shouldn't have had he could have sacked you. Like, in all honesty, he could have, if he drew bad omen off the top, he could have charged it and the game would have been over. But he throws anyway, so it doesn't matter. This is like just half of the attacks. You could have, oh my goodness. I don't want to rewatch it again, but like the King Cold player's attacking turn was horrible. You definitely just, the sequencing was just horrible. Okay. Game 2. I wanted to commentate this one because this Gohan, again, now I think this Gohan player makes nothing but bad attacks. So let's get into it. Yep. Okay. So this is pretty standard, right? Charge, skillless, pass. That's fine. World Supremacy there. That's a bad charge. That kills a vanilla. The whole name of this game is green is to kill vanilla. So, like, charging a card that kills a vanilla just doesn't make sense to me. All right, tap 1, play field spell, take a life. It's fine to take a life here. I think Gohan's aggressive, but like you should have enough tools to mitigate Gohan's aggression. So taking a life's not that bad. Bay blue whiff. All right, that sucks. It happens. That's not generally something that would lose you the game, but it does happen. Okay. Yep. Take a life. Yeah, that's all fine too. Charge. Do this. Awaken. Boom, boom. Take life. There you go. Fine. Gohan turn. That's fine. Okay. Swing. Pick up Zeno. Put down a skill list. Yep. All right. Pretty good. Nothing wrong so far. Take that. Swing. Okay. Yep. And Zeno. And tick up Zeno. And that's all good. All well and good. Yep. Nothing wrong with any of that. Excuse me. Nothing wrong with any of that. Yep. That dies. Okay. All right. Now this turn, a plethora of mistakes happen. Okay. We're going to play Unison. So far, so good. We're going to tick up Unison. Okay. I literally never do that. I never put a Unison under a Unison. It's almost always wrong. The only time it's right is when you need that extra marker to win game, right? This King Vegeta has a neg 3. So if I have to put one under in order to allow me to neg 3, of course, then it's right. It's never right to do it at the start. Like, it's never right to do that. You just, like, tapping 2 for another Unison is not that bad. So putting one under this one, basically just like, it loses you a card from hand. It makes no sense. Right? So you tick up and okay, and you choose your cards. It's Revived and Reviled, Berry Blue, and a card that I couldn't tell what it was. Okay. Now, you should take your life here to awaken. The King Cold player, I don't know exactly what's in his hand, but he just passes after he attacks. Okay. there's no reason that you shouldn't just like be awakening here. You know you can't protect your shit, so like you can't protect your shit, so like you should be awakening to give you energy to do stuff. You can do a lot of shit this turn, and he's just gonna swing pass, and I'm gonna roll it back and explain what he could have done. Yeah, you swing unison. I agree. Okay, see, he passes. Here's what he could have done. Okay, so first things first is you take the life. So he plays that. You take the life. You awaken. You swing your leader awakened into his unison. You activate your leader's ability. You pop new ruler. You trigger anticipated onslaught, which kills this 2-drop. Again, the name of the game is removal. So you kill this 2-drop. You then tap another one for Berry Blue to replay New Ruler. New Ruler is not like once per turn. You can play this. It doesn't matter, right? When this card is played in a battle area, add 1 card from your life to your hand. Look at 3 cards from the top of your deck. Add a mono green card, blah, blah, blah. When this card is placed in the drop, draw 1, drop 1, okay? You take this life. You draw an additional card off your leader awaken. You play a new ruler, which you kill the first new ruler, which draw 1, drop 1. That's 1 filter, and then you filter 3 additional cards into your deck. Basically, like you have like 6-ish additional cards to work with now, giving you a much better hand, and you kill this 2-drop dude. You then have 1 extra energy, which you can do random stuff with, like play the second Berry Blue, which then digs 7 cards deeper into your deck. And then, again, I probably wouldn't have charged this Supremacy, but you have like 6. He doesn't have another Supremacy, so you have 6 new cards, one of which could have been a Supremacy, which then will kill the next vanilla played. So again, what you do is you take the life, you awaken, swing unison, pop off new ruler, anticipated onslaught triggers, kill this Trunks, use Berry Blue's ability, replay new ruler, dig more cards, tap your other energy for the second Berry Blue, dig more cards, and then swing unison into unison. That's fine. You would have like a much bigger hand. He wouldn't have any board. You'd just be in a much better spot. And you end the turn with both of your energy tapped, the same as you would anyway. Okay. And you have a charismatic villain in hand. And you have, like, so I'm pretty sure I see a charismatic villain in his hand. He should have just played it on this vanilla. Like, this Gohan deck doesn't do much outside of the vanillas. So once if you just clear every single vanilla, that deck can't do shit. So, yeah, it's right there. That card right there is charismatic villain. So you absolutely. So again, like not only would this first one be dead, but the second one would be dead too. So, yep. And he now like this Gohan player gets a free kill on his unison. Like you couldn't protect your unison, right? Like the C villain would have protected it. The freaking Supremacy would have protected it. And then you put your other unison under it, so now you're dead. Now you're down 2 unisons. Like it just. It's a real lack of forethought, honestly, is what it is. Like, playing your cards without a plan is how you lose games. So, like, just playing these cards onto the board without actually, like, thinking about how it's going to interact with your opponent's next turn, that's, like, a huge issue. So, honestly, the cold player just has, like, a real lack of forethought into his next turn. Okay, now yeah, Gohan player is just thinking about stuff to do, which is fine. Okay, unison's at 1. Now you can't see villain, which sucks. Zeno. Now this dude now the Gohan player now makes just a really bad attack. Like this shit doesn't make any sense to me either. He's gonna swing his unison Zeno into his opponent's. Unison and then like dump 2 to deal damage to it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dump 2. Okay, that's like a huge neg 2 from hand. Okay, I wouldn't always say that's wrong, but then what he does next is what makes it wrong. Summon Haru Haru. You could have just swung the Haru Haru into the Unison. Like, what are you doing? Getting 1 crit off of Haru Haru, like, versus dumping 2 cards from hand, it's a +1 versus a +2, or it's a +1 versus a neg 2. Like, you lose like 1 more card than you would gain realistically. Swing lead, it's a crit. And now there's no way, we see the card is a supremacy. There's no way that he could have known that, but he would have been so set. Like this dude would have had absolutely no board. It's rough, honestly. It's really rough. And now this oh my god, this is one of the worst plays I've seen. Okay, you Zeno, and then you put another, and then you neg. Bro, what? You just discarded 3 cards from your hand. You summon. Oh my god, you clear your own board. What are you doing, bro? Like, in the video, this cold player is like, oh fuck. But like, I'm so happy if my opponent does that. You just cleared your own board and discarded 3 cards from your hand for no fucking reason. Like, what are you doing, bro? Oh my goodness. And spoiler alert, the King Cold player wins this matchup. This Gohan just neg-8'd himself. Like, he got rid of 3 Unisons and 3 cards on board, and then he discarded 2 to kill his opponent's Unison. Bro, you just neg-8'd yourself for no fucking reason. No wonder you lost this game. Like, you completely focused in on getting rid of the King Cold's dynasty that you just, like, cleared your own board and did. Oh my god, why'd you do that, bro? Why'd you do that? Again, yeah, this King Cold player is like, yeah, I just win. You're gonna win now. Like, all you have to do is like slowly grind him out. He literally neg-8'd himself. There's no way to come back from neg-8'ing yourself. Okay, grab your secret rare. That's nice. Cool. You got your secret rare now. You would have a Unison. If you didn't put 1 under, you would have your Unison. Or if you had played a little better defensively, you would still have your Unison. Draw 1 off a leader. Find a way to spend an energy. Okay. That's a pretty good play. Onslaught, Gohan. I don't know. I feel like you get Gohan here, right? You get Onslaught. Onslaught's good too. Onslaught gives you Revived and Reviled, which is now going to be a really important card because it blocks the leader better. And you get a draw card. Yeah, Onslaught's pretty good here. So what do you do? You like swing leader, activate ability, pop new ruler, tap 1, play Onslaught. Again, you would have had a Unison at the start of this turn. Pop, draw 1, drop 1. Yep, you're definitely gonna be discarding field spells now since you can only play 1. Now what? Pay 1 for Onslaught. Yep. Draw 1. Play Frieza. Revived and Reviled. Play Berry Blue. Okay, maybe you don't have a Frieza. No, there's a Frieza. Okay, there you go. That's fine. Very reasonable. Now you're just thinking about what to play. That's an interesting one, considering that it doesn't do anything. It's weird that you just kind of play it. You drew one. You would have drawn 1 off of Onslaught, right? Because you awakened, then you played Onslaught. Yep. Okay. So now you play Onslaught. Draw 1 from leader. Oh, you forget to draw. Okay, well, don't forget your triggers. That's important. Yeah, that's weird. You could have played a Berry Blue there instead. Playing Berry Blue is better. Having Cooler up is good. I like Cooler. Yep. Overall, pretty odd. Okay. Yeah, why don't you cooler that? Right? Play this cooler. Play cooler. His opponent has, I don't know how many cards he has in hand, but like tapping one from, again, like this whole deck, this whole Skillless Gohan deck just operates on the premise of having a vanilla. So you should be doing everything in your power to prevent him from having a vanilla. So you just cooler there. I wouldn't be surprised if cooler is like the only card you can play. Like you don't play Death Ball, you don't play Dormant. Homicidal Clones is free. You definitely should have cooler there. It looks like his opponent has 8 cards. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like his opponent has 8 cards in hand. Shit. So you play that, you do that, and you go, okay, you got cards in hand. 1, 2, 3. He has 8, so he would have discarded a card too. Again, that's like a +2 you're just passing up on. Okay. Okay, we're gonna see what he does. Super combo. King Cold's Dynasty. You drew it. That's hilarious. That is pretty funny. Okay. Play that. Okay, so he wouldn't be able to play that if he didn't have a vanilla. I don't think it does anything. But you cooler that. But it's like you could have just coolered the vanilla. And he would have discarded a card. See, look, now he's got 6 cards. He would have... You missed out on a +2, basically. And look, he wouldn't be able to play this without a vanilla either. So, like, man... You see what I mean? Like, this entire Gohan deck functions around the premise of you having a vanilla. So you always stop the vanilla, and you're just in a much better spot. Like, this Gohan deck literally cannot compete with King Cold. Like, the fact that King Cold exists is just broken. Like, you just... Every time they play something, you just immediately kill it. But, like, you're not really playing to that function. You could say, like, that's the thing, too. It's like, well, okay, you might not have ever played this deck before. And that's pretty reasonable. But realistically, like, also this is game 3. You've had 2 games to adapt. Like, card knowledge in general is just really important. And I'm going to assume anybody who's watching this video wants to top a regional, right? So, like, if you want to be a local player, that's fine. But if you want to top a regional, card knowledge is important. You should know what, like, every deck in the game does. Like, I could probably sit down against every single deck in the game and know how it functions. And, like, if you want to... like, be a regional level player, you're probably going to have to do that. Like, you basically would have ended your opponent's entire turn here. Like, I mean, honestly. If you had cooler the vanilla, you more or less would have ended your opponent's entire turn. Like, him having to tap 2 for a vanilla, like, again, just prevents him from making any meaningful plays. He would also have been, you would have put him in the spot to, like, force him to have another vanilla. This Janemba warps at the end of the turn. Okay, he remembers. Okay, now you have your energy. Play spaceship. All right. Take a life. So you're definitely going for game. Taking life there denotes that you're going for game. Okay. And so this dude has Baby Hatch, like, dead ass. Like, he, like, discards his entire hand and then Baby Hatches. Again, you need to have a plan of, like, okay, like, maybe I just Baby Hatch now. Like, oh, dude, yeah. Combo into 30k on a single strike feels bad, man. That doesn't feel good. You swing again. And he trunkses. And you counter, and that's a pretty reasonable counter. Again, like, you can't, like, expect him to have Baby Hatch there, but, like, you end up discarding a lot of cards, man. It's a lot. Just, it's a lot. Yeah. See, what's also is, like, you dumped 2 first instead of super comboing first. So, like, if you super combo first, you have more knowledge as into what's in your hand and, like, how you're going to shape your next turn. You swing here, and he Baby Hatch. Right? He could have just Baby Hatch first. Like, he would have just been in a better spot. Now, you've discarded your entire hand, like, in order to get hatched. So, like, that sucks. Yep, gotta pass. Gohan. Gohan doesn't mean that you lose, so... just play it out. He's trying to explain that he has game, but, like, you scoop, right? But you have Homicidal Clones, right? So you can block with homicidal clones. Oh, no, I guess you do lose. Okay. All right, whatever. Anyway, I would have made him play it out because he might have fucked up. And then again, like it's okay to just scoop. Again, it's locals. Who cares? But like, holy crap, this game was a fucking doozy. Basically, um, just overall like really sloppy play. Both players really sloppy. I thought that King Cold won. I must be thinking of a different game, but like, discarding your entire hand like into baby hatch is pretty sus. But like, you could have like aggressed more effectively. In all honesty. So all around it was like just super like what's the word? Uh man, these games. Super ineffective. Like this dude like Neg aided himself. The King Cold player like Neg sixed himself on his final turn. Like it's a lot of shit like that where it's like sloppy. All around the theme of these two games were sloppy. Even if you are sitting down at a locals, like you gotta tighten up. I'm constantly at my locals. Like there's several people at my locals. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Carver, who tell me they want to get better, and then I'm sitting on there and their ass at locals like dead ass. I'm like yelling at them like, what the fuck are you doing? Play better. Well, I'm like, I'm a really aggressive coach. Like I keep it nice. When it's like the open coaching, but like the people I've actually coached, like Eric and Alex and Carver, like I'm dead ass on their ass like nonstop, yelling at them to play better. And it's like, if you want to get better, it doesn't matter if you're playing at locals or at your friend's house or if you're playing in a regional. You need to play every single game like it's the finals. And like that's like the competitive mindset you need to have when you want to get better. So again, no offense to any of these players in these videos. If you watched it and you got mad, okay, well I'm sorry, but like it is what it is. I understand some people only want to play at locals, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with playing this game for fun. I do it all the time. But, at the end of the day, like, this is a channel for people who want to top regional. So, again, finally, again, shout out to Charles Hoffman, Hoffman Z Labs. Go ahead, subscribe to his channel. Big shout out to him. Anyone who's watched this long, thank you for watching. Have a good one.